Howdy folks, Toaster back. Got another ace tanker. Today we are in the Pantera 44 and P44 Pantera, I should say. And we are mid-tier and we're in on the map Redshire. And I want to give a shout out to this Hellcat here. This Hellcat OC. That guy goes into the typical spotting bush. And he does a great job for a bottom tier tank. We saw the other day that as bottom tier in my IKV 90V, as we're missing every shot. We finally do hit one. But now we were in for a very long reload. Anyway, I was the spotter, and that's exactly what he's doing. He is keeping this side spotted, and he went into a great position to do it. Now this, I'm not certain why this LTG decided to push back up, but he did. And we're back on a super long reload because we went really deep into the mag and only got 2 in the mag, and I wanted to take that light tank out if at all possible. So you can see this, I don't know, the gun on this just feels a little disappointing. The Progetto gun just feels better. I don't know how to explain it. It just does. It's more accurate or something. And it snaps better. So you've got to aim your shots with this, is what I'm trying to say. My team, my VK90 or VKB, is saying it's a loss because we don't have anyone on heavy side. Hopefully that's a hit. We'll have to see in the after action report. But yeah, and he's complaining that it's a loss because we don't have anything heavy side, but really going heavy side is a bad idea here. The only thing that has probably saved him is that Hellcat is spotting stuff, and we know in spotting stuff that he is keeping those guys on that hill somewhat honest. You can still fire from stealth, even with the Hellcat in his position. But regardless, he's doing a good job of making sure that not too many guys get too carried away on their knoll. And so our VK gets in there somewhat unscathed. And he's going to have a banger of a game. So good on him. But it's never good to be negative in the first minute of the game, especially if you don't understand that pushing up on this side, on the heavy side, is a terrible idea. Because what happens is these guys sit here on this hill and they wait for you to get lit, and then they farm you as you cross. And then you're half health or quarter health, and you've got to fight enemies. Again, you know, a fully aimed shot that misses. That's 1 out of 3 we got there. So, very disappointing. So we do have shots on this guy, and we're going to take it just because I want to back him off, even though it really decreases my DPM at this point. I just want to see we can get at least a second shot loaded. And we do skip firing a shot here because we want to get our DPM back up just in case. And we're getting a little bit of assist here and there on some heavy tanks, which theoretically I could have shot. But it's very hard to get the gun depression to do it in most tanks without getting spotted. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong, I don't know. Here I am trying to create gun depression. So I think if I had knocked this tree over that I'm in to the left a little bit, I could have gotten gun depression more easily. So that's something to keep in mind. So we're mid-tier. We've got quite a few guys on the one line. Our middle's kind of covered. I mean, we're kind of covered throughout here. So we're just taking some blind shots. Because why not? We have a lot of shells, even though a lot of them seem to miss. That's a very common position for people to sit in these bushes right here. And this guy went away. So their middle is a little bit weak. We do know that. And it's 3-0, and we have a 5,000 hit point lead. So when are we going to make the decision that we need to do something? I don't want to push the heavies. They have a 46 M46KR kind of out in that little town area. That position can work at the start of the game, but it kind of leaves you open to being spotted and killed fairly easily. It's a hard position to use, let's put it that way. And we're not paying attention, but we snapshot, and of course the snap goes in. After these fully aimed shots have not. And that's worth a shot, even though we're not going to make it work. So this Hellcat moves up. He must be a fairly experienced player. I did not look at his stats, but the positions he went to and the timing of those positions is really good. And I kind of make a mess and get in his way, but what can I say? Sometimes I'm not the best driver. Sorry, buddy. So I did let him know that this was going to be on YouTube because I thought he played very well. So we can get a shot on this guy. I don't know if he's going to back off behind the rock. Maybe he's too smart for that. Our M46KR buddy is in the back, and we don't have shots on the heavies. So it might be time to move up. We're going to go for a tracking shot. Don't quite make that happen, and we should have held our last shot because that was not a very good shot. But nevertheless, it's time to move in. The what is it? The T-54 is now dead. And we do get another shot in, but we just don't quite wait long enough to get our third shell in. So 1,600 damage doesn't look like all that great of a game, huh? We know this KR is here somewhere. Oh, there's our favorite target right there. Once again, 1 out of 2. And of course, we fail that shot. There's a lot of shots I think I could have made better here. But we're going to wait here and reload as we're relocating but waiting. And there's only 4 guys left, and we know 3 of them are on this side, and the Super Hellcat's lit, so there's nothing in the back, so we're going to go ahead and push in here. Now, the smart Tony would have looked here to see that this guy is not facing us and not wasted his shots on that guy. The guy's AFK, obviously. And we're going to kill that guy, and we're killing our DPM here. But we're just going to keep this guy so he can't move. And we were looking for the tracking shot, but that didn't quite happen. And that is the end of that game. But we ended up with 5 kills here. Let's look at the after action, see how things went. Well, we did get an ace tanker on this, which kind of surprised me. 2,806 damage. I think the 5 kills is what bumped us up, our 1,213 base XP. So we did fairly well there. The VKB did pretty well. 25 shots, 19 hits, 14 pens, and we got 1,200 assists, which bumped us just over 4,000 combined. And this is not a premium tank, so we ended up netting 18,000 with our standard account, and again 1,213 base XP. So appreciate you guys watching. Hope to catch you guys on the next one. Tonester out.